Freakum, welcome back. Today I've got sponsored by BMW Stratstone. They've given me this beast because they want me to jump out of, well, see what it's like. The new LCI edition 2021 M5 competition. And I've been driving it. They give it for 3 days. But I'm driving it, I like it. I'm going to tell you the differences between my late 2018, which is for me a different sound, a different animal, a different beast to this M5 competition behind me. It's a lovely car. I'll talk you through the changes. This is going to be a quick video, but BMW Stratstone, thank you very much for this video for the car. As you can see, some of the changes. Let's walk around the car. So fair enough, this new badge is a difference there because it says competition. I want one of them. The LCI headlights, they come in these L's. That's different. The actual wheels are the same as mine. The discs are black, as you can see. The side fender is black. In terms of the back headlights, you can see the BMW embossed in there. It's a different headlight on the back. It's black across here, it's black across there, and you can see the diffuser looks similar. The tailpipes are darker, anthracite, and apart from that, the car itself, it's a lovely looking car. It's an M5 competition, standard factory tint, same as mine. I think this car looks exactly identical to mine. With my Maxon kit on it now, mine stands out and makes this car look a bit ordinary. I parked them next to each other and I prefer the looks of mine. The fender on this I like, and the front badge. I like the new grille because it's a lot wider. It comes in a twin spoke, but it's a different new edition slanty twin spoke. What do you guys think? Do you prefer the old M5 or do you prefer this? Me, myself, I'll jump in it, I'll take you out in it and I'll show you what I think. It's a lovely looking car, it drives well, but we'll go in it and I'll tell you the difference inside. Right, let's jump inside it. It's got the soft closure doors on this. It's got the soft closure doors on mine, same as mine. Inside the cabinet, it's similar. It's got the same inserts. It's got the gloss black paneling. It's a little bit different down here. The change up is a little bit different. The gearbox is the same. The steering wheel is the same. The instrument cluster, as you see, it's this is the digital LCD, which is facelifted in the 2020, late 2019. To me, it's like I'm driving the same car, but my sound, Harman Kardon, is the same as that, but for some reason it sounds a lot louder. It sounds a lot better. In terms of the display, it's bigger. This is a bigger display. It's a bigger display, but this finger control works loads better. Mine's never works. It's been in twice to get it sorted. They put new parts in it, it just don't work. It's a gimmick at best. This new one, I think they've got it a bit right because the screen's a bit bigger. They might put more sensors, makes it work a little bit better. They've got the Alcantara on here on the roof, which is a lovely touch. In terms of power, I'm not sure. I feel like this is a lot quieter. What I want to do is put it into M2 mode for you. I'll flick it across so we turn it up, which we can see there. We got the three bars up, which makes it full sound kicking in. I mean, I'm going to turn the window down. I'm going to rev it. You're not going to hear no pops and bangs. I've been trying this. soft rev limiter, but it just don't do it. This camera is really nice. It's a bit upgraded to my one. You can play around with it and it'll show you a different 360-degree camera. Like, it's the same as mine. I mean, I personally like this, but it's similar to mine. Mine shows you a little bit more. It's the same spec as mine. It's got the heated seats, it's got the cool down seats, it's got the soft closure doors, it's got the heads up display. It's a good spec. We'll go out in it and I'll punch this for you and tell me what the difference is. And let's throttle it and see what it does. It's hard to explain. Right, the difference in this is, look, it pulls well, it's put together the same. It does not sound as well as the pre-LCI model. They've toned it down. The car itself, they've actually made the car quieter, which has an impact on the way the car comes across. Like, it's quick, it's very quick, but it's not about the speed on this car for me. It's the sound. There's no pops and bangs. It don't feel alive. It feels more contained and more controlled. For me, you jump in a E63S or an M5 600 and plus horsepower. This is 620 horsepower. You're talking 0 to 60 3 seconds, and it just feels very, very controlled, and I don't like that. It's like you want to jump in a car like this to make you feel good, make you feel alive, make you feel like you're in control, you're actually the man. When you jump in this car, you want to feel like the man, but this one makes you feel like one of the men, if you know what I'm saying. That's the only way I can put it across. Inside, the interior, it's lovely. It's got this, it's got a new feel to it. The new cockpit makes you feel like that. The steering wheel, it's the same as mine. It's a heated steering wheel on this, very good spec. But ultimately, the car itself, it's not as loud as the pre-M5, the one that I have. And I'm not saying just because I own that M5, it's a better M5. Before I bought that M5, I went out on an LCI model and it put me off. Then I went in that and I love the colour on my leather in my car. And I just thought, hang about, that M5 makes you feel alive. It makes you feel good. So that's why I went for that car specifically. BMW Stratstone, they're good to me. They've been giving me cars to go out and video and whatever else and check them out. They tried to entice me into this. My review on this car, it's a lovely car, but it hasn't got the pops or the bangs. And nowadays it's all about the pop and bangs. The RS6, the RS7, you're talking about that level of car. The E63, it sounds so monstrous in comparison to all the other cars. The E63's got the noise to make you feel like one of the boys. But for me, ultimately, this is a lovely car, £100,000 car. It makes you feel good when you're driving it because it's got a lot of presence on the road, especially when you see it coming from the front with the M5 competition badge in the grille, the new grille. It makes you feel like, yes, you're part of that, elite class of driving a big car, a lovely car, but it just don't turn me on. You know what I mean? It gives me, for me, this is like 7.5, 8 out of 10. If my old M5 is a 10 out of 10. Even though that one could have been a bit better, they could have made that a little bit more noisy, but it's a 9 out of 10. This is 7.5 out of 10. Hope you enjoyed this video. And if you're thinking of buying an M5, my honest opinion, driven both, own one, is go for the pre-2020 model, the pre-LCI model. You'll get the snap on the bangs, and if you map that car, you can make it sound like your favorite song. Just whichever way you want to do it, the soundtrack will be amazing. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, like, comment, definitely subscribe if you're new to this channel. I've got a lot of BMW content. I've got content coming in all the time, and I'm a bit lazy in updating stuff on the channel, which I do. I take time because I've got so much going on, but I promise you I will always be out there getting you new material. So driving this car over the last 3 days, it's made me realize that my honest opinion on this car is it actually feels a bit more nimble than my car, which is the 2018-2019 model. It's more nimble, more agile, it's more ready to sprint. It just hasn't got the sound that has, and it hasn't got the pop-offs. But to be fair, this is more real wheel drive happy. When I drive my car, even when I've got the traction off and I've got it in M2 mode, it don't fishtail like this. This is a bit more playful. The more I'm getting used to the car, the more I got to know the car, the more it made me realize that this drives a little bit like a GTR. The GTRs that I had, the 2010 model, it's a little bit fishtail happy, and then it comes back in. It's good to have that four-wheel drive. So unless you don't know how to handle 620 horsepower, don't even think about it.